You get the point, right? Well, in order to understand what I'm talking about, let's dive in deeper. Let's start with the Missouri Compromise in 1820. The Missouri Compromise was a U.S. law that said Missouri was a slave state. This law also said Maine was a free state. The next thing that happened on this time period was the annexation of Texas. It was 1845 when Texas became the 28th state. At this time, most of the right of the United States was slave states, and only some free states on the upper half. Moving forward in time, we have the Compromise of 1850. There was growing tensions between the slave and free states, so they created 5 laws. These 5 laws were California's admission as a free state, popular sovereignty in Utah and New Mexico, a new Fugitive Slave Act, the abolition of the slave trade in Washington, D.C., and the Texas-New Mexico boundary dispute. But what happens next will shock you. The Kansas-Nebraska Act. It effectively repealed the Compromise of 1850 and created more tensions between the North and South. How'd they do this, you ask? Well, they allowed residents of the Kansas and Nebraska territories to decide on the issue of slavery through popular sovereignty. This means the people have to give consent. But there was an issue. They were having trouble determining if Kansas would be a free or slave state. So they fought about it, causing a period of violent conflict in the Kansas territory, hence the name Bleeding Kansas. This is also where John Brown and his sons killed pro-slavery settlers. The Dred Scott decision. It was a decision that stunned the nation. The United States Supreme Court made the decision to have slavery in the United States territories and denied black citizenship in America, and declared the Missouri Compromise to be unconstitutional. Later on, when Abraham Lincoln was president in 1860, states withdrew from the U.S. to become slave states in the South. This triggered conflict between the Union and newly formed Confederate States of America, leading to the Civil War.